If you want to instantly get faster mechanics, then you've clicked on the right video. I'm already one of the top 100 ranked players in NA this season, and I've been a top ranked player for over 9 seasons now. And today I'm going to be showing all of you 8 different ways to get faster mechanics in Fortnite. And the best part is, every technique in this video is insanely easy to master. And by the end of this video, you watching this video, are never going to find yourself missing an edit ever again. So if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, it means a lot. Also check out my other socials, but now onto the video. So first things first, let's talk about the biggest questions players ask when trying to get better mechanics. How do I get faster at editing? Now the easiest and quickest way to get faster edits is by learning how to speed free build. Now to do this, the first thing we're going to do is obviously you want to get warm, right? Make sure your fingers are warm and make sure you can free build comfortably and just be warmed up overall. Now what we're going to do to get insanely fast edits is we're going to turn on the movement speed all the way up to 120%. And this is obviously going to make us move faster than we're normally used to. Now that you're moving at a faster pace, now you're going to start free building just like you were before. But as you can see, I'm moving at a faster pace than normal. Now what this is going to do is it's going to obviously make you edit at a faster pace, but what it's doing is it's training your fingers to work harder and edit quicker. Now since you are training your fingers to edit at a faster pace than they're normally used to, you're going to increase your speed of your edits a lot faster than a normal player would. Now what this is going to do, if you literally just do this for 10 to 15 minutes and then you, let's say, want to go back to normal speed, you're going to notice that all your edits are going to be way faster than they normally were before. So if you want to start getting faster edits and more consistent edits just like this, start speed free building for like 10 to 15 minutes a day, and you're going to notice a significant increase in the speed of your edits and just you overall as a player. Now, if you do want to get faster mechanics instantly, then you have to start training your mechanics at 100% every single time. The reason you want to do this is, for example, let's say you were LeBron James and you were training for an NBA Finals. Now, if LeBron wanted to win the finals, he's going to train at 100% effort, and he's going to be practicing all the moves and drills he's going to be doing in the actual game, so that by the time the game comes around, they're able to dominate. The same goes for training your mechanics in Fortnite. Because imagine you're in a piece control drill just like this. But when you're doing this piece control drill, you're kind of just going through the motions, right? You're not going as fast as you can, and you're making dumb wide edits just like this that could get you pumped in your face. If you're doing your piece control drills, or literally any drill for that matter, just like this, you're actually going to slow the rate of your improvement. Because everyone knows when you get an actual rank game, you're going to play like you just practiced. And if you're practicing terrible and you're not making the right edits, you're going to slow down your rate of improvement. And when you get an actual game, you're going to get pumped in your face. Instead, when you're in a piece control drill just like this, start practicing your mechanics and train your mechanics at 100% every single time. This is going to be probably the best way for you to transfer your creative skills over to an actual in-game scenario, because you're going to be training your mechanics at the same speed of an actual game instead of going super slow through the motions. So always make sure when you're doing a piece control drill or anything like that, start training at 100% so you can not only get better mechanics, but also increase the speed of your growth as a player. Moving on now, I want to talk about probably the most important part of this video, and probably the part of this video that's going to help you improve in the fastest way possible, and that is by focusing on what you're bad at. So for example, let's say I have really good piece control, right? I can piece control my opponents fully, right? I can full box them, but when it comes down to it, I whiff my shotgun shots. Obviously, that means I wouldn't practice my piece control drills, right? Because I already know I can full box my opponent. But if I whiff my shots, there's no point in practicing my piece anymore. Instead, I'd want to go into an aim trainer like this up close, and I'd want to practice my shotgun aim, and I'd want to get consistent, right? I can hit consistent shots just like this. And what I can do now is go back into piece control training, and you're going to notice that if you were to do this, you're going to start hitting a lot more shots way more consistently, just because you focused on what you're bad at it instead of what you're good at. So instead of doing piece control drills when you have bad aim, or let's say you have good aim and bad piece control, instead start focusing on what you're bad at it, so you become a better overall player, and that means you're going to become a well-rounded player as well. Now that we've talked about some of the best ways to improve your personal mechanics, we now need to talk about how you're going to transfer all of these skills into an actual rank match. Now, one of the easiest ways you're going to transfer creative skills into an actual rank match is by practicing in-game moves in creative. For example, as someone who's one of the top ranked players in NA, I'm not going to go around trying to warm up like this and just going for clips, right? I'm not Peterbot, and I know that. So right now you're probably asking the question, what are the best build moves that you can use to transfer your creative skills over to an actual rank match? Now the best build move that you can use to transfer your creative skills over to an actual rank match is the ramp phase trick. To do the ramp phase trick is very simple. Let's say I'm fighting somebody and then they try and box up just like this. If the player were to box up in front of me, the first thing I'm obviously going to do is I'm going to go and try and steal the wall, right? Like any normal player. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing on the wall once. And as I swing on the wall the second time, I'm going to look into his box and see if there's a cone in there or even maybe a ramp. If there isn't, instead of trying to take the wall and then edit and then piece him, instead, I'm going to break the wall while holding out a ramp instead. Now, once you place this ramp in your opponent's box, the ramp is going to be in their face and they're going to be forced to leave this box because they don't have control anymore. And they're going to be forced to create space. And from this point, when the player edits the wall from your POV, all you're going to do is pre-piece the box next to him just like this. So that when the player walks out and tries to create space, he's full pieced. And now all you have to do is pump him from that window, giving you a free kill. So the move altogether would look like this. I see my opponent boxed up. I'm going to go up to it, maybe spray it, maybe pickaxe it. And as I break it, I see there's no cone in there. Throw a ramp in, pre-piece the box next to him. And when he edits out, I have a free pump shot and I can pick up a kill. And even if I don't pick up the kill, by the way, you could just reset the wall and then go for another edit and still pick up the kill. Now that we know how to do the ramp phase trick in creative, I'm going to show all of you how to transfer the skill into an actual rank match. So in this fight right here, as you can see, there's a player boxed up below me in metal. I'm going to see him turn his back, so I'm going to pump him and then spray him in the back, and I'm able to crack him. After I crack this player, I'm going to push up to his wall, and I'm going to look in his box, and I'm going to see, is there a cone or is there a ramp in his box? If there isn't, what I'm going to do is instead of trying to take the wall from this player, instead, as I break the wall, I'm going to hold out a ramp instead. This is going to throw a ramp in the other player's face, and this gives him two options. He can either stay in the box and break the ramp, or he's going to be forced to leave the box. Now, most people are going to try and leave the box and create space. So I'm going to move out to my left and I'm going to pre-piece the box next to him. But when I realize the player knows that I pre-pieced that side, he's now going to try and run out in the other direction. So I'm going to sprint out to the other side, pre-piece that area so that by the time he walks into that box, I have him full box and I can just pump him and pick up a free elimination. So if you want to pick up free kills in ranked, start using the ramp phase trick to piece control your opponents properly. Moving on now, let's talk about the second best build move that you can use to transfer your creative skills into actual rank matches, and that is by using the perfect peek. Now the perfect peek is very simple to set up. Let's say you're holding a wall and someone else is outside of your box trying to steal it just like that. What you're going to do from this point is you're going to flip up the cone in front of you, you're going to edit the wall to your left, you're going to hold out cones, place two cones, you're going to place two walls, and then you're going to place a floor above you. Now obviously the player, before you even create that space, he's going to try and steal this wall, and he's obviously going to try and edit on you and then shoot this cone and steal it because you were standing on it originally. So when you create this space and then the player goes for that, all you have to do is reset the cone you were standing on, and now you're going to notice you're set up on a perfect peanut butter peak. From where the player's standing, he can't see you, but you can see him and you can jump, pump him, and then pick up a free elim. So the move altogether would look like this. There's a player on my wall, flip up, edit out, reset, and now I set up a peek if he hasn't edited already, and I can pump him, giving me a free kill. Now that we know how to do the perfect peek in creative, I'm going to show all of you how to do it in an actual rank match. So an example of perfect peeks will be right here. As you can see, I'm on low ground and there's another opponent above me trying to push me. Now when this player is pushing me, I'm going to swap to my hard mats and I'm going to create a 2x1 of space. This will give me time to react to when he drops onto my wall. Now after I create these two boxes of space, this player is going to drop onto my wall. So to avoid taking a dumb 50-50, I'm going to reset the wall in my box and then set up a peanut butter peek. From this point, I'm going to hold the wall so that he can't steal it, and then I'm going to make a edit while moving to the left. This keeps me protected, so when the player tries to shoot the wall, I can pump him and then get some damage off. But after I do this, the other player instantly edits the wall and he tries to push up into my box and steal the wall. So to avoid taking a dumb 50-50, I'm going to flip up the cone in front of me, edit the wall to my left, but when I do this, the player has the wall in front of me. So I'm going to hold out my pump and wait for this player to edit. This means I'm able to pump the player in the face and crack him. After cracking him, now I'm going to set up the perfect peek. To do this, I'm going to flip up the cone in front of me, edit the wall to my left, and then create a box in that area. This is going to bait the player to turn his head in that direction. And from this point, all I have to do is reset the cone I originally flipped. And this is going to allow me to be perfectly set up on a right hand. You can see my POV right now. I can clearly see the player. But from where the other player is standing, you can clearly see I'm protected right behind this wall. And this means I'm able to take one pump shot and then pick up a free elimination on this player. So if you want to start winning fights in rank just like this, start using protected peeks just like this so you come out on top in all your fights. Now to end off this video, I want to talk about one of the easiest ways to get free damage on your opponents and probably the best way to counter aggressive players, and that is with pre-fires. Now, pre-fires are very simple. You're going to go into the competitive section over here. There's a bunch of different drills, but you're going to go over to the pre-fire practice right here, and you're going to hit start. You're going to spawn in this little box right here, different scenarios, where a bot's going to be spraying on your wall over and over and over. And from this point, it's very simple. You just pre-fire the bot. Now, practicing your pre-fires is going to let you understand the timing of when the wall breaks and when you can pump the player, because a lot of people mess up the timing and then they jump in their box and then they're dead. Doing this drill over and over, you're going to understand the timing of pre-fires and you're not going to die when someone sprays on your wall. It's also really important to learn how to do pre-fires, because let's say you get cracked, like this player sprays me and he cracks me. Now I need to do counter damage so he'll stop spraying me. So I'll wait, let him spray, and then I get that counter damage, and now I could go heal. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most important in-game skills to learn, because you're basically protected and you can get a free shot on your opponent if you can time it properly. Also, practice hitting wall resets, because when you're in a fight in ranked, you can hit a wall reset, bait out the shot, and then pre-fire them. Same thing with a ramp, reset it, and then pre-fire them. Anything like this is super good, and it's going to train you to actually get better at pre-fires. And again, this is all muscle memory, so if you do it over and over, you're going to get better at it. So make sure you do this for literally just 10 to 15 minutes a day, and you're going to notice your pre-fires are going to be insanely good. Now, all the tips in this video are basically guaranteed to give you either faster mechanics or transfer some creative skills over to an actual rank match. But the goal of this video isn't just to learn one thing, it's to learn how to combine all of these things into one actual match, so that you as a player can become well-rounded and a better overall player in general. But that is going to wrap up this video, so if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be live later today, and if you want to see how to get better in the new season, go check this video out. But with that, I'm out. Peace.